Creativity is what helps me escape a lot of my inner demons. Quoted Demi Lovato. Welcome to Lesson in Everyday. It is your young lady, LAT, and I am here to talk about escaping. Escaping for a day, escaping for a moment, escaping for a little time. See, many relate escape to something negative, as a runaway, as a getaway from all of the negativity or from the possibility of control or confinement, to break free. But I want to talk about escape in a positive way of getting away from just life for a moment. Now, it is not to say you have to escape reality, okay? You're not escaping or breaking away from because you have fear of being able to face your problems or confrontation or being in denial, right? No. So I'm talking about escaping for a day. And I use the word escape because, again, it is not only something that we could use in a negative aspect, but it's a beautiful thing in a light way if you look at it that way. Take a moment to think of it as being able to just get away or break free from everything around just for a moment, whether it's mentally, emotionally, spiritually, just to be able to find peace again, to redefine yourself in your reality, in your truth, in what you're facing, in what's happening, to be able to find your peace within what is going on around you. Being able to create a space or enter into a space to redefine yourself while figuring out how to face what you have to face and overcome what you have to overcome. So if you will follow me for a moment, there are many different quotes out there, especially a lot of quotes about, not escaping your problems and not escaping just to create a fantasy world to avoid your reality. And again, that's not what I'm talking about. This is going to be something that helps you to realize that sometimes you have to escape for a day. You have to break free. You have to get away. You have to take time to just get away from all of the thoughts, all of the environment or atmosphere that has been set around you, to be able to breathe, rest and relax, and to be able to actually redefine and to gather your thoughts mentally, to recollect, to rebuild yourself. So it's almost about like an episode that I actually spoke on, how I talk about you taking a break, how I talk about you pulling away. So think of it in those aspects, if you will. So I'm going to read you a couple of quotes off of an awakeningthegreatnesswithin.com, okay? And again, some of these are, if you visit this site and type in quotes about escape, a lot of it, it's a mix, because a lot of it is from a different aspect than I am relating about escape. So let's talk about it. So let me share with you from Langston Hughes, okay? Beauty for some provides escape. Who gain a happiness in eyeing the gorgeous buttocks of the ape, or autumn sunsets exquisitely dying? So I'm taking from his that escaping is not such a bad thing. It does create a happy space for you because you get to actually see from a different perspective. When you're able to actually break free from what you have been confined to mentally, spiritually, emotionally. Sometimes you got to break ties. You got to break free from different areas, escape so that you can get a clear view of what's really going on in reality, so that you can know how to have fresh eyes on what to approach and how to approach. So when I say escape, that's what I think of and how I feel about the word escape for a day. Pulling away for a moment. So I'm going to share with you a few more quotes, or at least maybe one or two that I found. I love this one because it talks a little to me, so I share with you. It's from T.S. Eliot. Poetry is not a turning loose of emotion, but an escape from emotion. It is not the expression of personality, but an escape from personality. But of course, let me quote that right. But of course, only those who have personality and emotions know what it means to want to escape from these things. So, yes, I'm going to quote that again, you guys, because I feel like I read that in a jumble. So let me say it again. Poetry is not a turning loose of emotion, but an escape from emotion. It is not the expression of personality, but an escape from personality. But of course, only those who have personality and emotions know what it means to want to escape from these things. By T.S. Eliot. I love this. It speaks because, as you guys know, I love writing poetry, and I can relate to this. I don't know about you, but I can relate to this because this talks on the message I'm trying to get out there about escaping for a day, right? Because sometimes you have to pull away from just the different thoughts, the different emotions. And I love what it says about escaping and just pulling away from personality, right? Because it is so much going on in the world today. It's so many different personalities. You can turn on the TV and there's another different emotion you may grab from a different story or a different movie or a different personality that you see. It's so many things. And sometimes it can be a lot. It could be overwhelming. It literally can be a lot. And just your own reality of what's going on in your personal life can be a lot. It could be overwhelming sometimes, especially when one thing after another thing keeps happening and keeps coming, right? Sometimes you got to be able to escape for a moment, just a day. If you could just do a day, escape away, take a day off from work, do what you need to do to pull away and to recollect yourself, to rebuild, to get fresh eyes, to get a different perspective on things versus you staying within and refusing to take a break or escape for a day. And then you allow everything that's overwhelming to build up more and more. And then it becomes a different way of how you approach it, from a different emotion, from just the load or the stress of it, right? Or maybe you make choices and decisions out of the emotion, out of your current personality, versus you pulling away, giving yourself time to do things in a very wise way, making better decisions and choices because you got a chance to rebuild, recollect, rest, relax, and then really have time to think things out and see reality in your life, your own reality, and the way things are really going and how you can really overcome those challenges, those happenings, those things that's going on in your life, in your reality. So today I just encourage you to think, even if you take a moment to meditate, I think of meditation as a way of escape for a moment, right? You can think of it in different ways. Yes, I talk about meditation on other podcasts, and it's a way to just detox. And I feel like all of that is still a part of an escape for a day. Escaping and calming everything around you, pulling away just to get your thoughts, your mind, your spirit, your inner being together. So take a moment to escape, whether it's having to take a break and meditate, or taking a day away and just taking time for you and escape from what's going on all around, the atmosphere, the environment, everything, and just pulling yourself back together, but allowing yourself that time. And you guys, I was listening to a message, and I think it's by Michael Tide. And in one of his messages, he talks about rest, and rest being ministry, because you are allowing, and I'm hoping I'm quoting it right, but the rest is ministry because you're allowing your trust to be within God and allowing God to take care of everything while you rest, and that's ministry. So again, take time to escape, because sometimes you need that. You need that day, you need that moment to be able to recollect, to calm things around, and to come back stronger and better when you approach your challenges, the happenings in your life, to overcome, and to just have a better set of eyes, clear view of what you are approaching, what you're organizing, what you're prioritizing, just on the whole aspect of your reality in life. But you have a clearer view so that you can know how to approach it, overcome it, and be able to grow from it. So these are my words of encouragement to you, and just some thoughts to share with you on today. Again, this is a lesson in every day, and I wanted to share with you about escaping a day as a lesson to share and for you to learn from it. And I hope it encourages you. I hope it gives you some kind of thoughts and allow you to help encourage other people. Remember to smile, enjoy your day, and be blessed.